exciting episode of Inverness. We are here right now, Inverness to the great beyond. My players are more than anxious to see what happens here. Where we left off with a gigantic monster sprinting over to attack the players. We are going to resolve that right now, and we're going to jump right into the fight. So, I was just saying over the stream that we are jumping right in. So where we left off, you guys were kind of in awe at this gigantic monstrosity here. Not sure what it is, not sure what it does, and it started charging towards you. It is going to get an attack off of Tarek, who is the closest, and then from there we're gonna get started. As it charges, it utterly annihilates the pillar that's here, just with its body. You feel the entirety of the area shake. With that being said, and let's see if something happens.
Bye, Tarek.
So the ceiling does not give way when it slams into that pillar, and it's going to attack you, Tarek, and then we're going to roll for initiative.
See, the funny thing is I was going to ask if we could get off some type of action before it moved.
You did a pounce. Do it, John.
Yeah, it's basically like pouncing and rampaging. So it just saw you and then started running at you. Honestly, I could say, Tarek, you would probably be the only person realistically to be able to react. So if you did want to react, you could.
Okay, like as far as like movement or
no, I would say if anything, maybe an attack, or if you have something that's a reaction, you could do a reaction.
All right, I will. I see him charging in, and I gotta activate the boots of speed, so I'll just bonus action the boots of speed.
Okay. First, going to be a 13 against your AC, which is definitely not going to hit. The second claw that comes down is a 15 against your AC, which is nothing. And then the stinger tries to get you, and you dodge out of the way of the stinger in record time. And you really don't have any issues. We're going to go to initiative.
Oof. Oof.
All right. Ooh, I always forget to click on icon.
Thorka getting things started right.
Oh man. The way it is, the way of things.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright. Me too. Peak an advantage.
Oh, Thorka.
19.
Jabu, you are first. What would you like to do?
I have a 30. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Then you're very first.
All right. I'm gonna move back first.
Okay.
From here, I'm gonna cast Slow on the beast.
Okay.
You need to do a saving throw.
Which type of saving throw?
I believe it's Wisdom.
Ooh, that'd be good. Christ, here it comes.
Yeah, it's Wisdom.
All right. Well,
Oh, you're giggling. What did I miss?
I passed.
Yep.
All right. Well, long to be halting. I guess you pass it. So, my next move would be to sacrifice my sorcerer points to give me a level 3 slot back, and I'm going to continue moving. That's
All
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
All right, Beacon, it's your turn.
Where the
Okay.
hell did he go? Beacon is Beacon is going to cast Bless. That's 2nd level. Let me move that way. And so I'm going to target Tarek, Thorka, myself, and Degas. So all of you will have Bless for this concentration. And I'm
All
going
right.
to do a move back. Are we in difficult terrain in the water?
Yes.
Yeah. Move back to the back pillar there.
Oh, it's still terrain? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, the water's
apologize. Yeah.
All right, I should be over here now. I shouldn't be that far back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I should be here.
All right.
Sorry.
Beacon, are you done?
There, yeah. Step behind the guy and hold on to Bless.
All right. This nasty, large, well, gigantic demon roars out, and you see him almost surprisingly to you, almost power up.
The pause can't be good.
I'm hoping it's lag.
You see him power up, and just he seems to get stronger.
Oh, what?
From there, he's going to attack you again, Tarek.
Mother.
21 against your AC.
That will hit.
It's going to be 24 piercing damage as it bites down into your chest.
And I will uncanny dodge.
All right. And then its stinger, believe it or not, actually reaches all the way to Jabu. 15
Word?
feet away.
Choke on the water, you just said that.
It's going to be 18 against your AC, Jabu.
Hits.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. It's going to be 11 points of piercing damage. You pass.
Word. Touche, beast. Touche.
It is now Degas' turn.
Alright, the guy has his shield. He's gonna do just a long jump where he's at. Just a long jump right up to this beast. And he's going to activate his tattoo for the first time. As the kraken tentacles come off his arm and tendrils reach out towards this spike dog. So I have a button for it. DC 14 strength saving throw against the tendrils.
And it fails.
Hey! So that's 6 force damage, and he's grappled. If he can be grappled.
He can be grappled. So yes.
Okay, so the tentacles are grabbing onto him. And that's his That's him. That's the guy's turn.
All right, Tarek, it is your turn.
All right. So Tarek, he just draws his rapier and booming blades.
All right. That will hit. Makes its mark.
He'll take 26.
Sounds good. You left a very large gash into its side as it writhes in pain.
Excellent. So then what Tarek wants to do is... This creature, I guess he's huge. I want to move past. I want to, like, kind of just leap and parkour off the wall to over here.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me.
Athletics or
acrobatics, whichever is higher for you.
okay. So what? Do I get the bless with that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Ability check.
All right. So the check I was looking for was a 15 or better. You are able to pretty much parkour around him as his mouth gets very close to you again while you're moving, and you are able to get to the other side.
Okay, excellent. And is that all considered? It's all still difficult terrain?
It is, yeah. So it'd be 10, 20, 30. It'd be 30 movement from there.
30 from there, and my speed is double with the boots of speed, so I'd be able to move, I guess, to here?
Yes, but once you leave this spot, he will be able to take an attack of opportunity on you.
But due to my fancy footwork, after I've done melee against a creature, I can disengage. They can't do any opportunity attacks against me.
Swashbuckler, good
Perfect.
time.
Easy. So
Wow,
you're good to
so,
go.
I love swashbucklers.
All right. And so I had that bonus. So then I will. I'm gonna bonus action call out the familiar,
Sounds good.
and that'll end my turn.
Thorka, last but not certainly least, it is your turn.
Okay, after Tarek easily jumped over the beast, Thorka runs in to fill in that gap so it can't move any further forward towards us. And he's going to strike twice with his sword.
Sounds good.
Alright, first strike. Alright, 25 will hit, and then I'll roll the second strike. And does 17 hit?
The second strike does hit. Makes its
Okay.
mark.
Alright, so first strike will be a first level smite.
All right.
So coming down with a Blade of Divine Fury, 34 points of damage.
You left another impressive gash into its side as it writhes in pain.
And then the second hit is just a normal hit with the sword.
All right.
And then another 18 points of damage.
Sounds good.
My turn is over.
Jabu, you're up again.
All right. You can use my level 3 slot to cast Slow on the beast. Need you to roll a saving wisdom check of 17 or better.
Well, I went from
Hey.
20 to
Well,
1.
I'll take the exact opposite this time. All right. You are slowed, sir. Your AC is -2, less than what it is. You can only take either a bonus action or an action during your turn. Your speed is cut in half, and you can take no reactions. And if you cast a spell, the spell takes 1 full turn to go off. So basically, you cast a spell, it works every other time.
Sounds good.
What I'll do then is I'm going to slide back my full movement, which would be 3 squares. I'm going to sacrifice a level 2 slot to give myself back 3 sorcerer points.
All right. Beacon,
And
it is
I'm
your
done.
turn.
Oh, all right. Beacon is going to use his action to pull out a. Well, actually, yeah. So he's just going to cast. He's going to take a step back. Cast. Oh, that's also concentration. So yeah. He's going to ready a healing word. To cast on the first when either Thorker or Dagod take damage, like from a hit from the beast.
Okay, no problem.
That's his turn.
All right. This demon is going to go, and he is going to try to sink its teeth into Thorka first.
All right, so his attacks are at disadvantage because of my cloak.
All right. 25 or 27?
And we're still under the effects from last time, right?
You still have
From
the gel.
gels?
Yes.
No, it hits anyway. That's fine. All right, so the 25 hits and the 27 hit.
So the bite is going to deal 13 points of piercing damage to you. And then the tail is going to attack Daga.
It can only do 1 attack since it's slowed.
Just double check.
It can
That's
do
true.
an action or bonus action, but not both. It can't use reactions.
Yeah, multi-attack is still 1 action.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't take more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
That was the other part.
Multi-attack versus slow. Creature, don't they have multi-attack?
You are right
Yes.
about that. It would be an action, but they also.
Yep,
slow.
yep, it is
That's
still
always good.
affected by that, so we're gonna move on. Dagat, it is your turn.
Cool. The guy going to, I guess. He's going to try to shove this beast prone. So he's going to grab on, do an athletics contested 29 athletics or acrobatics.
Isn't that thing grappled too? From
It
the
is,
text?
yeah.
He
Okay.
is still grappled by the tentacles, and I'm pinning him down.
So you are able to push it and make it prone. Where would you like to push it? I think it's a 5-foot square, or you just push it with you.
I think when you do shove, you can either do push, like knockback, or shove prone.
Okay.
So I'm knocking him down, but then I think I can move with him at like double the bads because he's heavy and we're in bed. So I could maybe move him like 10 foot back.
Okay.
Because I'm holding on to him. But yeah, so it's I'm shoving him prone, pushing him away back down the tunnel.
Gotcha. So you want him to go here?
Yeah, I'll move the guy
sounds good.
up to be like on him. Yeah. So the guy
Alright.
grabs on and shoves him prone.
Sounds good.
And then bonus action, does it like pulls out positions him so he can help Thorka to hit.
All right. Tarek, it is your turn.
All right. Seeing that the beast all of a sudden is pushed back into essentially almost this thing's range, Tarek is going to first move. All right, so I'm going to step forward, and at the same time, Paz is going to swoop in and use the help action on my attack, and then he will fly by out after I roll Booming Blade.
Sounds good. That'll definitely hit.
All right, so he'll take 18 and another 10 for 28 total.
Sounds good. Another really nasty hit right into his side as it writhes in pain.
And when I saw I did that, does it look like I'm actually doing like good damage to this? Like I'm really taking chunks out of it, or is it just like?
Just based on your passive perception, it looks like you're hurting it as much as you would be hurting anything else in your repertoire of moves. So you feel like you're really giving it some nasty pain.
Okay, that's good to know. So after I attack, I see kind of some stairs up over here. So I'm going to leap off the rock, and I'm going to run through the water to the stairs.
Okay.
Here, and seeing what I see, I'm going to take one step back, and then a Paz is basically just follows me along to the vicinity over here.
All right.
All right, that'll end my turn.
Thorka, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, taking the advantage that Dega has created for him. And he is going to swing twice.
All right.
Also blessed.
All right. First attack, let me throw the D4. That hits.
That hits.
And let me see the second attack. And then we know 18 hits.
Definitely.
Okay. First attack again. Gonna throw another first level smite at it. $27 points of damage. And then with that attack, I will be using my Channel Divinity for Inspiring Smite, and everyone 30 feet away from me gets some healing.
All right.
I'll do that first before we do the second attack damage. Everyone gets 19 back. That's 30 feet away from me.
Am I within 30? I can't see what's going on.
That's with temporary hit points.
Tarek, you are within 30.
So
Beacon and Jabu are not.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes. We're missing out.
So that's temporary hit
That's
points?
Yes.
Yep.
Good enough. I'll take it.
And then this is the damage from the second regular attack. And takes another 28 points of damage.
All right.
Nice.
It looks.
I can't see what the hell's happening, but nice.
That is the end of my turn.
It looks very weary. Jabu, it is your turn.
Firebolt.
All right. That will definitely hit. $10 fire. I'm done. Actually, no.
bonus action, I'm going to sacrifice a first level spell slot and give myself back 2 more sorcery points, bringing me to 5. I'm done.
All right, Beacon, it's your turn.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to. I guess the healing word. Did Thorka get hit with that bite?
So Thorka got hit before. Anytime you save,
I need to do the reaction to.
Yeah, anytime you save an action, just don't hesitate to just be like, oh, now my reaction goes, so I can go ahead and shift back to you. Let's do your reaction now, and then we'll go back to your turn. So go ahead and do your reaction now with your healing word for Thorka.
There's 6 to heal.
All right, and then Beacon, it's your turn again.
So yeah, he's not got a whole lot. So I guess he'll try. He'll ready to cast a Searing Smite, his Tiefling ability, if any other holds up his dagger, and in case if the beast gets close, take a step. Let me look at distancing. Okay, I'll take another step. Okay. So at this pillar, and I'll just hold on to my dagger, ready to cast a Searing Smite if it gets past the shield.
All right. It is going to it yells once again, and it tries to use its stinger on Degas. 11 against his AC. Degas, the tail just pings off of Degas' shell, and nothing really happens. From there, Degas, it's
Wait,
your turn.
Ted.
Yes.
You're nerfing yourself here, but I just realized at the end of your turn, you're supposed to roll to see if you shake slower.
Well, this would have been the start of my turn anyway for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. I'll let you know.
For the most part.
And it's grapple.
Yeah, so either way, it's...
I just feel bad. I was like, man, I'm kind of screwing you over. I just read that part, so I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, no big deal.
I apologize.
It's grappled anyway, so it's having a hard time.
Grappled, it's prone, it's slow.
Yeah, Degas, it's your turn.
Degas is going to use his coiling. He's going to use his tentacles again. So we'll just force punch him into the ground further. So DC 14 strength save against his tattoo.
And he saves.
All right. So that's that. I guess he'll help. He wants to help with the range. So he'll then do the bonus action to help Jabu attack.
All right.
It says that is Degas' turn.
Tarek, it is your turn.
All right, Tarek he's gonna creep out from his little side here, and he's going to simultaneously with the Paz flies behind him again, doing the same thing as last time. Paz doing the help action, and I'm booming blading.
All right.
Nice. So 25, 21 for 46.
Tarek, how would you like to kill him?
Oh, fantastic! So
Nice.
Tarek and his familiar Paz just come out in unison down the stairwell, around the corner, and basically just at the same time distracting the beast. And I just thread it right through the top of its mouth into its brain and just pull out my rapier.
As you do that, you realize that it is completely dead, not moving anymore. And that's it.
Oh, boys. Huh.
Wow.
Are the other columns like intact, or the one that it busted is completely down, right?
Yeah, the one that's busted is obviously busted, but the rest of them are intact.
I am gonna take this opportunity to drink a potion of healing.
All right.
And also, I'm sorry, guys. There was a clarification on my channel divinity. It was 19 shared amongst the people.
Yeah, you divided it.
So,
you divide the number up.
Yeah. I didn't finish reading that. So, Tarek, you could totally who took it? It was Dagus and Tarek and myself. Did Beacon take any?
I wasn't in the radius. I wasn't in the 30, so it's just
Okay. So
and I think you decided how it's divided.
So I'm just gonna give I was gonna give 10 to Tarek, and then give 5 to Dagus, and I'll take 4.
Cool.
I'm going to sacrifice 5 sorcery points to give myself back 1 level 3 slot.
All right. What is? Can we like move this thing onto the rock or something and see what this thing is? Is the body still like there?
Yeah, the body's intact. It just looks like it's been obviously a ton of things have happened to it that has hurt it.
Yeah. You kind of eviscerated it. Like if the guy can like try to lift it up and we can shove it onto the rock and we can get a good look at it. He's the guy, so you really should give this thing a braining.
Well, I'll help you over to the rock then.
We'll do a little push over.
Somebody should dump some holy water on that thing. If they've got an extra flask.
Well, Beacon, I guess, is curious. We haven't tried yet creating holy water here in hell, which would be, that would be, or even the effectivity of the few vials that we brought. We might not want to be like the coins, like it's a value. But there's something seemingly down this way. I see. Oh.
So we have stairs going
There's some chests
up here and to the side and down here. But yeah, I see what you're talking about, Beacon. Looks like there's some kind of containers. Tarek, do you want to go take a look at that?
Absolutely.
There you go. Well, wants to kind of stay near that. He's maybe a little wary of this beast and this strange fur, so he wants to be nearby, but you can. It seems like it's not moving or doing weird things, because this doesn't. Oh, how about that? Can the god do like a nature check on this, since he's looking at it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's see.
What are you trying to find with the nature check so I can understand?
Like, what kind of beast is this? It's not. Doesn't look. It's also in hell. So,
Okay.
It's weird. Oh yeah. Okay, so and he has jack of all trades, so I guess that's +2. 13 has just if the guy has any sort of recognizing.
Honestly, just not high enough. It's just going to be very difficult to God just looking at it. It's imagining that it's probably a demon or something crazy down here. He's never seen it before, and unfortunately, never seen it in any book either.
All right. Yeah. Well, if it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, do we want to look at these chests? Tarek, did you go up in the way to the north? Is there something up there?
Suddenly, you hear something. And anybody who's looking in this general direction, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Tarek just contacted me, let him know he's having a technical difficulty.
Okay.
He's back.
So everyone who can see in that general direction, which I will do one more time because Tarek was having technical difficulties, right over here down the hallway, you see a gigantic amount of burning and explosions that are happening in this area. And suddenly, after that happens, a fire seems to come out from the water and just seems to be burning. You're not even sure what it's burning from, but it seems to just be a light.
Do we have time to move and react?
You won't have time to move and react to get to the other side, but you certainly have time to move and react to it right now. That being said, it doesn't deal damage to you. It's just, it seems to have lit and blocked your way from the other side.
I guess I'm still holding on to bless if it's still in the minute or so. But maybe not.
Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I hate this dungeon. I hate it with a passion.
Can I do some sort of, can I do an arcana to see if there's this normal fire?
Sure, but you have to get closer to the fire to do that.
I guess take a step. Oh, I don't
I will
that.
not go over there.
I don't think so. Yeah, if it's, I'll just watch for that. We'll take a step back.
What's over here? I see some crates.
And to the north, Jabu, is a door there.
Oh. I'm gonna check this crate out.
All right.
17.
As you investigate the crate, you notice that inside seems to be food and seems to be a soul coin.
I would like to take the soul coin, please.
All right.
So, are we gonna wait on Tarek, or do we want to try looking at these chests down here? Oh, I can hear you typing, okay. Jumper, did you find anything?
I found me a coin.
Oh, is it just an empty room?
What's over here? Ooh, boxes.
Let's see.
Can I do an investigation on the box?
Sure.
The guy can come down and he wants to help you with these big boxes, so you can give you a positioning and help you to look at these things.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I got a little different setup, so my mic might sound different.
No problem. Jabu, as you basically do the drums on the box, you don't really notice anything in particular.
I'll open one.
As you open it, your worry about it being trapped fades as you notice that it's not trapped. Inside seems to be 2 soul coins.
I like to scoop those up.
All right.
Wait, Jabu, it might be dangerous to carry too many.
And what about the other coins? Open up the other boxes.
I guess. Was this one? This one, they don't seem. The guy can just, if this one's not locked, he'll just try opening it, see if the next one around is open.
All right. right, you open the chest and you notice that there's 1,000 gold coins inside
Whoa.
as you count it.
He starts sort of making little stacks. I guess put them in a corner, and it's like there's a lot of gold here, friends.
I need to take care of some. Right back.
So let's see.
There's 2 other chests remaining.
All right, I am back, so if you need me to search them for traps or anything.
I think you'd probably. Jabu just sort of played the drums. I don't think that was. But the guy can, I guess, help you take a look too.
So Tarek will walk up, and I hope somebody wrote down whatever happened, because I don't know what was going on. So he'll just do an investigation and look for traps on the trunks.
Yep.
The chests.
Tarek, your investigation is about as good as Jabu's drumming. You notice that it has a lot of good sounds that it makes on the chest, but nothing else is really noticed.
Man, it's about as good as my computer right now too. Okay. Is it locked?
No, they haven't been locked so far. No.
Okay, sure. Tarek might as well just open it.
Tarek flings open the chest, and suddenly he notices that there are 2 soul coins inside.
Wow.
Cool.
Yes, let's just kick open this one. Let's just kick open the 4th one. Let's take finish off of this room. What are these? Are these just normal wooden chests? Is there any markings on them?
To you, they seem to be pretty normal wooden chests. Yeah.
All right. Strange. Yeah. Well, we'll just open this slot, and none of these seem trapped. I mean, I guess they were being guarded by that thing. That thing was the trap.
So are you opening the last chest?
Yes, the guy goes and opens the chest today.
As the guy opens the chest, it opens up and there seems to be a weapon inside. Looks to be a boomerang.
Boomerang. Guess he'll up to that. So this is very interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hear you.
Sorry,
Yes.
I had really bad Discord problems.
Oh man.
Yeah, same here. Actually, a bunch of technical difficulties.
I wrote up a little summary. Chopper went north, and there was a room up north and 2 hour, north, whatever north, that way. And found you said a chest, and then he found a coin in there, and then these 4 chests. We had 2 coins, 4 coins, 1,000 gold, and Takaf found some sort of boomerang.
Very good. Very good. Good job, everyone. We found some stuff, and whatever that thing was, we're able to take care of it. But let's stay on guard, because there could be something nastier coming up.
Takaf.
Are we ready to go, or do we want to take a short rest before heading forward?
I want to investigate this boomerang.
Okay.
Alright. The guy takes a look at this thing. He's like, what gives with this thing? How was there a whole chest for just a boomerang?
The boomerang itself seems to be emblazoned in hellfire. Looks to be a hellfire weapon of some kind.
Interesting. This is interesting. Don't know if I know how to wield this. think I do. Thorka taught me a good bit.
Just give it a toss next time we're fighting something.
Okay. All right, we'll take it. Try that. But yeah, I feel strong. I think we can continue.
All right. Let's move on unless anyone else wants to do something else.
Yeah, I think we can definitely move on. Is that fire? We can look at this fire. I forgot about. Right. Okay. I'm a tiefling. All right. I'm gonna take a step in towards the fire. Does it like feel hot if I get towards here?
The closer you get to the fire, the hotter it gets.
Right, how close do I need to be to like do the Arcana? Like see what
You would have to be able to investigate and examine the fire, so you would have to be as close as possible to it.
I could be like on this side of the pillar there. Does that work?
Sure.
Or do we only? Yeah, and I'll do. Okay. Arcana. What?
The fire itself seems to be some sort of enchanted fire. The fact that it's just burning in the middle of the room without any fuel gives you the imagination that something is causing this to be alight, and the fact that the thing that you killed may have made it happen.
So it's not like consuming the wooden pillars around it?
I'm back.
No, it doesn't seem to be consuming the wooden pillars. As a matter of fact, you notice that the wooden pillars don't seem to be affected by the fire. But the closer you get to it, the more you're worried about yourself being affected by it.
All right, I can see. So I get like a sense of it. I'll take a step back, and we can. I'll come back and say that there's some sort of magic of maybe something from this beast or something that this beast was tied to. Let's see.
We should keep moving.
Because we don't know what hurt, the fire, the fighting, we don't know what else might have hurt us.
Yeah.
While you're pondering things, let's just keep moving. Just everyone be careful.
Could I do one final just look at the beast on the way, and if he's some sort of demon, do like a religion on the beast?
Beacon, you're going to have to get at least a 25 in order to go ahead and see anything about that demon, since you've never encountered demons before in your life, nor did Degas.
That sounds good. All right. Understood.
Hope so.
Okay, so if I peek over here,
Jabu, you went to the east?
what do I see, like, over in this area?
Over to the right-hand side, you see what seems to be a drapery that seems to depict 7 beings, all with their own kind of pros and cons. You'd really have to look at it closer to understand what it says, but from what you see, it's a large drapery that's gigantic with a bunch of ornate art on it.
Hey, so Thorka's like, hey guys, up here, there's some kind of tapestry, a drapery with some images on it. Come up and check it out. And I will just poke my. Actually, what do I see over here then?
You see a statue. Again, you need to be closer in order for you to see anything. So as you step into
following up behind.
Yeah, so as you step into the room, you notice that there is a sword that's on the ground that's in between the 3 statues.
Huh.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Hey, all right. Apologize for all that.
Okay.
I can work all day and not have any issues, and I do something I want to do, and
how it is. And so then you hear Thorka, Tarek saying that there's a tapestry, and there's some statues over here.
Well, like I was saying, like earlier, I went up these stairs here before when we were fighting that thing, and there was a box here, and then it looked like a door as well, like right here.
Oh, Jabu said he got a coin from the box up there. But I don't know
from
about...
here?
Yes. But he didn't say anything about a door, so that's...
Well, it looks like there's something. There's an alcove. What is there a door right here, Ted? So I walk over.
Yep, it is right in front of you. There's a door there.
All right. I'm just gonna listen at the door.
And you don't hear anything at all. It's very quiet.
Is the door locked at all?
No, it doesn't seem to be locked.
All right. I will slowly open the door and see what's in the other room, or whatever's behind door number 2.
Just seems to be more of the same.
Check the crates, Tarek. That's what I did, and I found me a coin.
Let me do some perceptions of this room here.
So there's nothing in this room. It's just these containers. I guess these guys searched this before.
Nobody's been in that room before. There's just a bunch of containers in there.
Okay. All right. I'll search the boxes.
Okay.
Oh, here's what we can do. I'm going to cast message to you. I'll say, did you find anything?
To me?
Yes, true. So I cast the cantrip message, and you can send a response. That's a short response back.
I hear this in my head, and I just say back, I'm in the middle of searching.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and check this.
I haven't heard anything back from Ted on my roll, so I'm still searching.
Tarek, with your investigation, you notice that all of these boxes seem to be filled with food that would last a long time. Things like crackers, things that are dry goods, just lots of food that would last an incredible amount of time. So that's pretty sweet. Otherwise, you don't really notice anything else. And there are a few containers inside that have some preserved water, but that's basically it. Just food and water.
Inhale.
Oh, interesting. I will look at the water, and I will taste a little bit of the water. Does it still taste like ass?
When you taste some of the water, you feel like this is probably what the taste of throw-up is, because it tastes like bile.
Fantastic. Okay, so I just, I look around the room. All right. If I don't find anything else, that's it. And I guess if Jabu's there, and I kind of shrug my shoulders. I go, I don't know. There's foodstuffs in here that we could take with us if we wanted to.
I don't know. Should we be taking the food? Food tastes terrible here.
Does it really matter? I mean, it all tastes like ass here. So
yeah. Did you check all the crates?
Yeah.
That's the check with all the crates. Yeah.
Then let's get it moving. Let's see what the others are doing.
All right.
Then I see Tarek, and I was like, anything good?
A lot of foodstuffs.
Tastes like shit?
And water and things.
Shitty food.
How'd it taste?
Like everything here, it tastes like ass.
Alright. Well.
That's sort of the effect of the...
Ooh, look at that.
As soon as you step there...
I saw the pretty sword. Oh, uh-oh.
Whoa!
Okay.
Something tell me I'm not supposed to be standing here.
What are
Yeah.
you doing here? It asks you.
Oh, hello. I'm Jabu. What's your name?
My name is Wrath.
Oh, well, Wrath. I'm just walking through here. Apparently, I need to get that sword behind you. I'm gonna take one step back.
Wrath puts his hand up, and Jabu, you are pushed back to the corner.
That's exactly where I wanted to go. I appreciate that.
Why are you here?
Am I pinned against the wall?
No.
Oh, thank God. I told you. Whew, I wanted to get that sword behind you. Why should I lie?
What happened to Selir?
I'm gonna ask Thorka. Who's there?
Who's that? Yeah, I was gonna say, who's that?
I'm like, Jobu, I don't know. Who's Selir?
Selir is my pet. What happened to Selir?
Dog, cat, what kind of pet? Describe it a little bit.
Is it the big thing with the tail on it?
Yes.
The turtle killed it.
You see,
It ran away.
As soon as you say that the turtle killed it, you feel very uneasy. And you see him get very, very, very mad. Can I ask you, Beacon, what's the perception check?
Oh, that was just when.
I saw. Sorry. No, you're fine. Yep, you're fine. And then you hear him scream. And he just seems to be even more powered than he was. You see the next one do the same. And you see the next one do the same. He says to you, "Why are you here?"
I swear to God, I think these things don't listen very well. I said I need the damn. Thorka, could you tell him we're here for the sword? He ain't listening very well.
My friend here told you the truth. We're here for the sword. I don't know what else you want to hear from us.
He snaps his fingers, and you see a gigantic blade. And then you see another gigantic blade where the owl is located. The owl needs to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Well, it's up in the air.
It just means it's gonna fall hard.
Does that matter?
The ceiling itself only goes up to 8
exactly.
feet. So,
Smoothie.
Dex save, you said?
Yes. So take 52 points of slashing damage.
And Paz, my beloved familiar, disappears in a puff of smoke.
Do a flip.
You hear all three of them say, "We are the Guardians. If you've come for this blade, then you must fight for it. Are you sure that you are prepared for this fight?
I mean, we weren't even prepared to get up this morning, but we're still here.
How come we got a fight? Can't we just talk this out?
This is your last and final warning.
I don't think they want to talk about after we killed the pet.
Is there room? Alright, screw it. I'm going in. I'm gonna ready an action as I approach to stand here. And the action I'm readying is Misty Step.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach for the sword.
Alright. So you do the action. You move there. As you grab for the sword, you realize that the sword wasn't actually there, and it was a mirage.
Shebu, they're liars.
And then I will teleport back. These sons of bitches are lying to us. We need to get the hell out of here. There's no sword there. I don't respect people who lie. That's a terrible thing to do.
You hear them laughing. And they snap their fingers all together. Roll initiative for me.
Yeah. So, these blades that appeared here, are they like filling like the whole space, or what is the?
They fill the whole space and they're continually spinning. There's no way to avoid it. You'd have to walk through them. And even then, you may not be able to get fully past them because they're painful.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. All right. So, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to you see it almost its claws and its stinger seem to move in proportion and on its own. They seem to teleport from themselves to different places. As the stinger attacks, it's going to attack Beacon.
Oh.
16 against your AC, Beacon.
No.
Okay. And the claws attack Degas and Thorka.
The claw that hits Thorka just with disadvantage.
Okay. Degas is going to be a 21 against Degas' AC. And a 23 against Thorka's AC.
That does not hit.
Okay. From there, it is Degas' turn.
Alright. He's going to take a step up. From there, he's going to unleash his tentacles from his tattoos again. So make a DC 14 strength check on the guy in the front.
And it passes.
He's going to then take a step forward and do the help action to help Thorka.
Alright. Tarek, it is your turn.
Okay. So they teleported their stingers, or one of them did.
You notice
or they
that
all did.
You notice that their claws and their stinger teleported. So they didn't even move to attack. Their attacks literally teleported to where they were.
Got it. All right. Tarek is gonna go insane, and he's just gonna run forward. Now, can I move from here to here? Without, or can I do that move at all? Because I'm not sure, just because of the proximity of this corner of this edge.
You can. Yeah, you should be able to. It's gonna take an opportunity attack on you when you do that, though, if you're moving there.
Okay, so I will actually just stop right there, and I will booming blade this one.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to ask, do we still have bless or no?
Don't. It depends on how long. I think it took more than a minute for.
Yeah, it was definitely more than a minute.
Okay, so then it's just an 18.
That will be a miss.
Okay, 18 misses. That's not good. I will, I'm gonna run back here to where I was. I'm just gonna run back.
Was that a disengage or just a run?
Well, since I attacked him, my fancy footwork.
Okay.
He can't do opportunities attacks.
Sounds good. Jabu, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move here, but I'm gonna attack the fan.
Okay.
With Firebolt. 11 damage to the fan if I'm able to hit it.
As your firebolt hits the fan, it just seems to go through it and goes right here.
Well, damn. Done. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my level 1 slot to give me 2 sorcerer points.
All right, Thorka, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to join Dega up in the battle, so he's not by himself. And as I'm like moving fast towards her, I'm like screaming to the guys in the back, "Figure something out!" And I take 2 swipes at this front guy. So I have
to help with the first one.
With the first hit, yeah. Okay, so first strike with advantage.
Well, that was pretty useful.
Okay.
So 29 hits.
That will be a hit.
Did a 20 hit?
No.
Okay, there you go. All right, and then I'll just swing the second hit just to see if it hits. Did 23 hit?
With the second swing, it snaps its fingers, and suddenly you feel like the blade was prevented by something, and it does not hit.
All right, so the one hit, and I'm going to use a first level smite on it.
Okay.
Ted, for clarification of the smite, is this thing a fiend?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that. It's for the smite. So Thorka still will not know for sure. Okay, damage. 24 points of damage with the strike.
Give me 1 second. Your strike smashes into a duplicate.
Hmm.
And that's the end of my turn then.
Alright. Beacon, it is your turn.
Beacon is going to cast Bless. He's going to cast Bless onto Thorka, Tarak, and Jabu. And just take a step away from the spinning blades. And that is his turn.
Alright.
Can I maybe do an Arcana to recognize, did he cast a shield to block Thorka's blow?
An Arcana check would be a full action. So if you wanted to do that, you could.
I did. I did the action to do Bless, so I'll move up and
Okay.
do the... Alright, so I'll move away from the blades.
The Fiend, as a legendary action, after Beacon goes, says to you all, one body to leave. That is all it costs. One soul, and you may leave. And then it attempts to sting Beacon first. $22 against your AC, Beacon.
Wait a second. Can I do this? Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. Actually, I can reaction to cast shield out of
You
my
can,
ring.
since I did not roll the damage die yet. It's
I
good.
will use the shield from my ring to add +5, and it misses.
Okay. So an energy engulfs you, and that's the stinger seems to be blocked. The claws attack Tarak and Thorka. This one's for Tarak. 23 against your AC.
Uncanny dodge, but that will hit.
Alright. It's going to be 12 points of slashing damage. As it cuts into you, you feel something very strange. You may either do an Arcana or a Perception check for me. For Thorka,
Yeah.
15 against your AC is going to miss, Thorka, because it's
Okay.
because it's disadvantaged because you're a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Tarak, when you notice that, I'm going to whisper to you.
There's an 18 total, if that makes anything.
Yep, you notice it. Give me 1 second.
Tarek, now you are blessed, by the way.
I'm not blessed.
Now you are. I did when you first asked. It hadn't been Beacon's turn yet, and so I just.
Yeah,
cast
no,
it.
you cast it. Right.
The same.
Cool.
Alright, I sent that to you. You can describe that on your turn. Daga, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Yes, he's going to keep on. He's gonna try. Yeah, he's gonna keep on doing the tentacle hits. So DC 14 strength saving throw. One right in front of him.
It is going to use a legendary action to immediately succeed.
Ooh, wow. Okay, and so he's going to help. He's going to help Tarek. He's going to give Tarek help.
Alright, Tarak, it is your turn.
Okay, Tarek, as he saw the guy teleporting, his claws, He noticed that he's using some type of shards from, I think, the sword to replace its claws, and that if any one of us gets nailed by this, we're not going to be doing good. And he's yelling all this as he's running to here, and he's just going to booming blade again.
All right.
And I'm getting the help action. So, and blessed. So that has to.
That will hit.
He'll take whopping 23.
All right. He just kind of snarls. He's very annoyed at that blow.
Okay, and I will I'm gonna stand pat and I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. From there, Jabu, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot this one. Fireball.
All right. That will hit.
6 fire damage. Slide here, done.
Favor, I will in a second. Thorka, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to strike at the one in front of me twice.
Okay.
And when Tarek was yelling that stuff about the shards in his claws, like he has a physical claw, like a physical hand.
So every time he attacks, he's using his physical claws, and he's using a almost like a scorpion-like tail to attack. And they're actually teleporting to other people's locations and attacking. So they're physical claws. When the claw attacked Tarek, Tarek noticed something important. So that's what he was yelling.
Right. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that this was a physical thing I can see standing in front of him. And is it both clawed hands have this special looking claw?
Yes.
Can I target his hands?
You could try, sure.
Okay, just give it a try. All right. Attack 1. And then I'm blessed. So that's 24.
That will hit.
Okay, and then let's get the second hit out of the way just to see. And that won't hit even with bless. So okay. This will be a normal hit. So that's 28 points of damage.
As your weapon hits his claw, you feel your weapon almost shake and shudder, as if you almost dealt some damage to your own weapon. The claws seem harder than your own blade. And as your weapon hits it, he yells out to you, "Ha! What a feeble attack, mortal. Is that all you have?"
Can I say something, or
you can respond for about a 5 or 7 second response.
Okay, so I respond out loud. Tarek's right. It is the sword. Strong metal. Be careful, everyone. And that's I end my turn.
All right, Beacon, it's your turn.
He is going.
Favor, this is gonna be a long fight. There's 3 phases, so
dodge, and as bonus action, cast branding smite on himself. Oh no, wait, not actually disregard. That's I didn't realize that was concentration. So, yeah, he just uses dodge, and he's going to keep holding on to Boaz. He's gonna, I guess, move away over here towards Jabu. So yeah, he uses dodge. It's his turn.
All right. On his turn, you see something happen. And you see his aura change in color. He says, "Out for blood." First, he attacks Tarek with his claw. He's actually attacking with advantage now. It's going to be a 23 against your AC, Tarek.
That will hit.
It's going to be 10 points of slashing damage. Second attack will be at Thorka, which will be a regular attack because of the cloak.
Uncanny dodge that. Sorry.
All right, no problem. 20 against your AC, Thorka will miss.
That will miss.
And then it's going to attempt to sting Beacon. 20 against your AC, Beacon.
Okay, I'll use my last spell slot to cast my last shield.
Okay.
And that's it. It's not that I'll mess with shield.
Alright, Degas, it's your turn. Pretty scary stuff.
Oh, the guy. Well, he will try to do a shove, and he's going to shove him down. So, contested acrobatics or athletics versus crit 31.
As Degas pushes forward, he pushes all of his might into going forward, and he realizes that he just tried to push over an illusion, and he trips over himself and knocks himself prone.
I guess, okay, so Degas will just kind of stand up. And we'll try to use his bonus action to help, and he'll help Thorka to hit this thing.
He says to Degas, "Get out of my way, you puny insect."
No, this is my way.
Tarek, it is your turn.
Okay, so this sword that's here is like it's incorporeal, I guess, or it appears to be an illusion.
Yeah, Jabu tried to grab it, and he wasn't able to grab it at all. He definitely put his entire hands on what he thought was going to be the handle, and it just didn't work.
Okay, and then when the creature attacks, did I notice anything happening with the three statues at all? Did I see like a flare or anything?
No, the statues didn't seem to move. They just seemed to be motionless.
Okay, so Tarek will booming blade.
Okay.
Guy again. 19.
That will miss.
Oh, all right. So then I will. I am going to move. I'm going to move over here in the corner.
Okay. Jabu, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna attack the statue. Right here.
Okay.
22.
That will hit.
Firebolt, 19 damage fire.
As you deal damage to the statue, it just seems to break into pieces. The statue itself doesn't seem to have any sort of effect other than annoying wrath.
That's my turn.
Thorka, it is your turn.
Okay, so now I will go back to targeting him, and not just not his claws anymore. I'll take a 5-foot step here, and I will strike twice with my sword.
Okay.
First one will definitely miss. Oh, and a crit.
What?
There you go.
Are you blessed? Are you blessed?
He is blessed.
Well, the even
It would miss anyway.
Yeah.
It would miss.
the
19
13
would
the
miss.
same way,
Yeah,
but
19.
that crit is nice.
Yeah.
That I will. I'm gonna smite. I'm gonna use a 2nd level smite on it.
Ooh,
All right.
Nice.
Oh, it won't die for a long time, Favor.
That's 66 points of damage.
Whoa.
All right.
Wow. Nice.
Not with the big slap.
Blinded by the light.
As
Good
your
hell.
weapon slams down onto him, he screams and is very, very angry. When you do that, he seems to power up again.
Oh, wait.
I hold my guard, like watching his reaction, powering up for my attack, and I just say, "Everyone, we're hurting him. Keep going." And then I end my turn.
I did seal it from there. Beacon, it is your turn.
Okay. Switch the 2 minutes.
So now he's got +2 to his AC,
So
+2 to his
I'm
attack
going
roll,
to
and he
pull out
attacks
and
at
I'm going to
advantage.
pull out a Pearl of Power
It's pretty nasty.
and use the action to regain a 2nd level spell slot.
All right.
And that will be. I'll take a step up towards the group, and that'll be my turn.
All right. He says, "Now the blood will be spilt, my friends." He's going to do a claw attack on Degas first. 17 against Degas' AC will be a miss. The second attack will be to Beacon. And it will be a 27 against Beacon's AC.
That hits.
And that will be a 10 slashing damage against Beacon. Beacon, make sure you roll your concentration check for me. You're good. Last but not least, it's going to attempt to sting Thorka. With a 15 will miss. From there, Degas, it's your turn.
He's powered up again, but he's gonna try it again. He's gonna try to grab a hold of this one and shove it down on the ground. So, so 16 contested athletics or acrobatics.
Alright. It tells you, get out of my way.
Alright. So he's going to move. He's going to keep, I guess, like across from Thorka, and he'll help Tarek. He'll give a bonus action, kind of helpful action to give help to Tarek.
Alright. Tarek, it is your turn.
Okay, when Jabu blew up that statue, did I notice anything, other than just his irritation? Did it look like he...
Just his irritation. That was it.
Okay. So I'm just gonna step forward and I'm gonna booming blade again.
Okay.
Son of a...
Oh boy.
All right, and then Tarek will he'll just take a step back and kind of lean on the wall nonchalantly.
He is going to take a legendary action after your turn, and he is going to attempt to attack Degas.
Ooh.
21 against Degas' AC.
Oh.
You said no, right?
No, that does not hit.
All right, no problem. Jabu, it is your turn. Jabu, are you there?
I was lagging a little bit. I'm gonna twin cast. That's what I'm not twin cast. Never mind, I got rid of that. Never mind. I'll do quicken spell. I'm gonna use the sorcerer points, the last remaining ones I have, and I'm gonna cast fire bolts to bolt both remaining statues, each one.
Okay. First one will hit. Second one will hit.
All right, 6 fire for one and 15 fire for the other.
When you destroy those statues, Wrath seems very, very, very angry. Those were made after me, you scum.
Is that why they look like an asshole?
You're going to die here.
You're going to be looking like the statues in a few minutes. Or a few seconds. I got no.
Jabu, are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that was it.
It's going to take a legendary action to claw at you with its special claw. 26 against your AC.
I do a flip and he still hits me.
What the heck? And he's going to deal max damage, 12 points of slashing damage to you.
I'll take it. With gusto.
Thorka, it is your turn.
Leave Jabu alone and then strike twice.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, get him. My leg bleeding.
Alright, so that first one will definitely hit. And
Yes.
then second hit, the second hit should hit. Alright, 2 hits.
It hits.
Alright.
Boomy, boomy.
These will both be regular attacks.
Okay.
So 25 points of damage for the first attack. And 27 points for the second attack.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, what was he at?
Sword is beastly, man.
I think it was at 206.
I roll higher on the regular attacks than like when I actually like do special stuff sometimes. It's kind of fun.
Boss's stats are right here. When you attack the second time, he says, "Why don't you just give up now? Accept your fate, pathetic beings. Can't you see you stand no chance?"
You'll die like your beast pet.
That the turtle killed.
Beacon, it is your turn.
Beacon is going to move up and a little bit in the center behind Thorka. Then what we should do is back and pull that potion of healing and just to drink that.
Oh boy. That was
Good potion.
that was a potion of healing.
Oh man.
Potion of healing. That's his turn.
All right.
Better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
Life, okay? That fort might be legit saving life.
Call that the sippy.
Absolutely.
Call that the sippy cup of healing. You know.
I don't have soul.
All right. So it is going to attack again. It looks like it's targeting specific people now. So it is going to attempt to first attack Jabu. 24 against Jabu's AC will hit.
Yeah.
It's going to be max damage once again. Obviously mad at you.
Wow.
12 points of slashing damage.
I don't care about you.
The second attack is going to be against Degas. Oh boy.
That hits.
Suddenly, all of you see the slash of its claw. Suddenly understanding what Tarek was talking about. The claw itself. Woof, and Degas still standing there, not really knowing what happened. Suddenly, you realize what happened, and Degas' face brightens and then becomes solemn as his head falls to the ground. He falls to his knees and falls backwards.
What?
Oh my god, I was only kidding about the turtle. This is a terrible day in hell.
He then tries to sting Tarek, which will be a 27 against your AC, Tarek.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, that hits.
It's going to be 15 piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Luckily for you, a periapta poison prevents 23 poison damage.
It's good to know.
From there, Tarek, it is your turn.
All right, just a little out of game. That would have dropped me. Anyway. So, alrighty then. Seeing Degas brutalized and Tarek having a affinity for my seafaring friend, just screams and rushes forward and booming blades.
Okay. Oh boy. Yo, roll 20 just hates you today.
So I can't do it. I can't do it. So seeing that I clearly am enraged and my strike cannot find its mark, I will I'm just gonna run over to behind Beacon.
Okay.
And I will that's it. I can't bonus action. That's it.
Alright, Jabu, it's your turn.
Oh boy. I'm gonna drink one of my potions.
Alright.
And it doesn't matter if I move, so yeah, that's it.
Thorka, it is your turn.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Quick question. You said that blade. How high is this blade?
This it fills up the entirety of that. So it's literally like it's a multitude of blades that are kind of churning, moving all the way up to the ceiling.
So nobody can jump over. All right, gotcha.
Like a multi-layer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Gotcha.
That's what I was picturing.
Thorka, it is your turn.
No, Dega, and then just come out with 2 ferocious strikes.
All right.
Uh, 24 hits?
That will hit.
Okay, and then the second, and then I'll roll my bless. Does 22 hit?
That will hit.
Okay, both attacks hit. I'm gonna... My first attack is gonna be a smite.
All right. You guys have been having trouble getting this guy down.
Whose turn is it now?
It's still Thorka's. I'm just getting my attack. All right, attack damage now. So it's 30 points with the smite, and then the second attack, another 19 points. So 49 points of damage altogether.
He says to you as you strike with the second blow, "I told you I would take a life. Maybe I need 2.
We will have our vengeance, and then I end my turn.
Beacon, it is your turn.
I want to try. I'm going to come up and come up next to the guy, and something I want to try because I guess seeing like his claw strike made me think of something. So could I like grab the boomerang from the guy?
Unfortunately, it's going to take you a full action to do that if you do want to. It's completely up to you.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll do that. I'll take the action to grab the boomerang that the guy had just gotten from the chest.
All right,
And-
I added it to your inventory.
And I will cast Steering Strike onto this while wielding it. Using my tiefling use of it. So that actually is going to drop the bless because I'm upset, and I'm holding up this Hellfire weapon, wreathed in fire. The saves will happen when I actually hit with it. That's just now I'm concentrating on. I guess that's a different way to share it on there. So I grab the weapon, bonus action, cast Searing Flame, and yell at this demon.
Okay, sounds good. So the next time you hit the creature with the melee weapon, your weapon's going to flare up and stuff will happen.
Yeah.
Awesome. From there, he is going to go. And he suddenly screams one more time. And he says, "This is your fate."
That's a...
And it's like a black swirling aura of death. First, it's going to attack Jabu with a claw. 27 against his AC. It's going to do 7 points of slashing damage. The Second attack will be against Thorka with the claw. And that will be a 29 against your AC.
Definitely hits.
Thankfully not a 20. Dealing 6 points of slashing damage. Finally, he's going to attempt to sting. He's going to attempt to sting you, Thorka, actually.
Okay.
And that's a 26 against your AC.
That hits.
So it's going to be 17 piercing damage. And then 19 poison damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, dokie. Hold on 1 second.
Let's see if he's poisoned.
Okay, here it comes.
Ooh.
16.
You pass, and you don't feel poison from the sting. Woo.
So I don't get the 19?
No, you'll take the damage still, just you're also not poisoned.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Tarek, it is your turn.
Oof. We looking. All right. I'm just gonna continue the onslaught. I'm just gonna move to here, and all booming blade.
Tarek has not hit one time. All right, let's see if you hit. Oh no!
Fuck you! Roll a 20. Wow, that's just. What can you do? Sometimes it happens, right?
Oh, man.
So I will nonchalantly just stroll back to where I was and contemplate my skills.
Jabu, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna cast haste on Thorka. My last spell slot. Done. Oh, actually, no. Well, I can't drink a potion too, right? Yep, done.
Won't have a chance.
Cool enough.
Maybe drink a potion first, Jabu, and then...
I can't.
Because I'm looking pretty bad. I gotta take care of myself this round.
The haste is a full action, so...
I'm at a sorcerer points. I can't do shit. And with haste, it raises your AC by 2. It gives you all kinds of stuff, and you get to attack 4 times now.
Thorka, it is your turn.
Okay, feeling that boost from Jabu. I'm gonna try with all my might to attack him.
All right.
So 4 attacks. So I'm gonna attack. 1. So crit.
Oh,
awesome.
And then 28-2 that hits. 24 hits.
Nice.
And then 26 hits. All right.
Yeah, Thorka.
So I'll do them all at a time. So this is the first one. The crit. That's 41 points of damage. Then this is the second attack. Attack damage. Another 23. And then the third. And then the fourth. And just striking and hitting him as hard as I can, trying to take care of this thing that killed my friend and is hurting all of my other friends.
Thorka, as the 4th strike hits him, you feel your sword suddenly almost leap and push forward your blow. you see his life force almost being torn out of his body as your sword activates its ability. How would you like to kill him, Thorka?
Just like that final strike, like into his chest, and then like almost like drop the shield, and like both hands are on the sword, and I just shove it further down, like through where I think his heart would be, out through his back.
You all see a blinding light pierce out from Thorka's weapon, almost as if Thor himself was wielding it. And you start to see Wrath's life force being torn from its body. It screams out, "You'll pay!" And then it collapses and dies. The blades themselves collapse onto the ground and just disappear.
And then
Bye!
Thorka just goes on his knees and like kind of goes over to like Beacon and Dagus's body.
Yeah, I'm throwing this stupid boomerang and the hellfire that I was gonna summon with it, and do medicine.
And I'll aid you on that. I can aid you on that. So you have advantage on that.
It'll fall on my butt while I drink a potion.
17 is ridiculous. Like, what's going on with the guy?
Beacon, you notice that the main reason why Daga is not alive right now is that his head has been cleanly severed from his body.
Does anyone? All right. Okay. There's his head. We have his head. Where is his head?
His head is basically right in front of where he was standing. It collapsed onto the ground and slammed into the ground when his head was chopped off from the claw.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Beacon's just gonna be speechless for a minute. He hasn't really. That's the process.
And I Beacon, there's a chance if we use what Tignum gave us, maybe there's a chance we could save him here and now. I mean, it may not work, but right now he's dead. So there's not really much worse we can do right now. We can just try and hope.
There we go.
But he was your man. You make that decision if you want to try Tignum's device or not.
What was the device? What then?
I can use the hold on, I don't have my Roll20 sheet. Ted, the Tignum invention, the patented got a long name. Hold on.
It's a very long name.
Yes, I'm on a yeah.
The patented
I'm on a
bonafide
secondary
Tignum
computer.
guaranteed resuscitator.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot, more or less. I believe it'll bring him back with 1 hit point, or basically it obliterates his soul or something along those lines.
I mean, that's a.
Well,
So your options are.
If we had revivify, I don't know how to revivify. We're in hell. I don't know how well he's dead. That sort of. I could preserve his body. I have a scroll to consecrate it, or to do like the ceremony scroll from before.
Or I could just do it.
You can
Would-
just do it.
And see what happens. It's a 50-50 shot.
Because Beacon, I can't revivify him. Just to hold his body until we can do something else. I don't think anyone has that ability right now to do it. And time will pass, and we won't be able to bring him back. This at least is a chance to bring him back right now. If we wait, he'll be gone anyway.
I guess so.
Tarek just walks up and he takes Tignum's device and he says the command word and he just touches Degas and he basically goes, fuck it. Life's a roll of the dice anyway. And he activates the device.
All right, roll a percentile die. Suddenly, the device itself pulses, and you suddenly see that all the little straps, all the little skin particles that are in between his head and his neck seem to start to come back together. The body pulses once again, and you start to realize the miracle of Tignum's true device, and pulses one more time, and suddenly Degas feels exhausted, but wakes up.
As soon as I see his eyes light up, I press my hand on him, and I lay on him for 25 points of health.
He's like, so he sits up on his little turtle shell. Whoa.
You're awake, buddy. You took a knock to the head, and you're back up.
It's sort of like to put his head like cracks his neck like stands up and sort of looks around. Whoa, that was some fight.
As Degas gets up and steps over, you notice that the sword that was once not there seems to be laying on the ground.
That's funny. Wow. There's a sword.
Well, someone grab it, because that's what we were here for. That we had to fight this asshole.
Beacon's going to cast guidance on himself and pick up the sword.
Beacon. As soon as you pick up the sword, well, first off, this sword gives off a faint glow and hum. And as soon as you pick it up, you're transformed. You suddenly start to transform into a heavenly, idealized version of yourself, blessed with otherworldly beauty and a touch of heaven in your heart. Neither magic nor divine intervention will be able to reverse this, and you suddenly feel stronger as you hold this weapon in your hands. I will add it to your inventory so you can do that yourself.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa! Look at you!
Let me do a reload. And there's gonna be probably.
Anybody have a mirror?
I do actually, but I think I need to.
Look in your
Yeah,
mirror.
Tarek, I'm just slumped sitting down over here by the stairs.
Okay,
Just
so
sitting down. That's
when
just
I
like
pick it up,
exhausted, sort of.
does it allow me to attune to it?
You can attune to it immediately without having to take a short rest. So yes, you attune to it immediately.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah. Let me read a minute, guys. This is a very, very, very big deal. I'm gonna do this. Wow. So
While Mr. Beacon's doing that, I'm just checking on Dega, telling him how he did so awesome in the battle, but then when he got hit in the head, we were able to continue to fight.
He sort of like flexes his arm that has the tattoo on it, and as I think I've figured out how to use this pretty well. So, Beacon sort of standing, picking this thing up, is a blue crystal-y sword, or like steel-like, and he has wings actually that burst out from his back, and his eyes start to glow. And I have to look into this personality difference thing. I think we've found something that can bring us to the Emporium, if not beyond.
With using the sword?
At least, yes. I have to learn about this. I have to think of this, but this is something of the angels, lost to the angels. And I now am new again.
You really gotta look at that mirror. You look great.
If I kneel and raise the sword up, can I do like a prayer to the celestial angels that were my patron?
You could certainly try.
Yeah, I want to do that and say, if you have, give me a sign. Is there any? Can you see this? Do you approve? I say in celestial.
You wait a moment. You wait a second moment. You wait a third moment. You wait a fourth moment. Suddenly, everything stands still again, and you seem to be moving while everything else is standing still. Your celestial, who you followed, enters into your mind, and you are imagining her in front of you. She speaks to you, and she says, "Power does not reflect in what I will give back to you. You must prove yourself to me, and prove to me that you will be useful after your demise. Don't mock me, Beacon. Do not call me back here until you prove this to me." Suddenly, almost like all the air comes back into the room, and Beacon, you are moving again like normal, and everyone's moving like normal, but you're kind of stunned about what just happened.
Okay, so I'm just going to sort of use my wings to just hover above the ground, and I'm holding the sword aloft, and I say, "Okay, we need to get out of here and get this away from Yuao. She cannot have this.
Now, you said this could take us somewhere?
This is the sword of Zario. This is sentient. This is holy celestial steel. Together, we will find the path.
Okay, so All right, guys, we're gonna have to get out of here and find our way back. Do we want to take a little rest before heading back, or just go? I think some of us could use a little rest.
Perfect.
I'm still feeling okay. That's up to you if you want to get going.
Well,
Done.
I could use a little short rest. Then
I'm a little banged up.
yeah, I could take
Yeah.
a breather if you guys will allow.
So something interesting.
It looks
they have
like this
not
room is
taken
safe
a look
enough
at.
for the one doorway, and I'd like to check our would-be dispatcher here, if I can, see if there's anything else that is on him, especially information.
Sure. Just do an investigation check for me.
Will do, sir.
I'm gonna fall to the floor with a thud.
Beacon is sort of inspecting and looking up the blade in his hands.
Tara, can you help me? He might have like hidden pockets and stuff.
Yeah, Tarek will just get up from his little seated position, drink just a couple shots with my little buddy Jabu, and he'll search the bodies.
Sounds good. Well, with your help, he doesn't have any issues at all looking at this thing in its entirety. You do notice immediately that the claws that were once seemed to be a part of a vorpal sword, which is what kind of Tarek noticed himself. They don't seem to be there any longer. That being said, other than that, it's just a very powerful, scary demon. What really worries you is when you look back on the tapestry against the wall, Thorka, you notice that he is on it with 6 other demons, and he seems to be the least present thing on the tapestry.
I pointed to everyone, like as like Tarek's looking around, and Thorka's kind of like looking around the room in more of an exhaustion kind of way. He notices the tapestry again, what he first saw when entering in here, and he's like, "Guys, that's him right there," and points it out to everyone. That's the guy we just fought.
Let us look upon this artwork. Beacon hovers over towards the tapestry and
token.
brightens the light of the sword in his hand to give a look at this.
All right. Do a religion check for me on the tapestry.
21.
In the back of your mind, you've heard about the 7 deadly sins before, and somehow his name kind of reminded you of that. Normally, when you've noticed tapestries in the past, especially of gods, goddesses, and the like, the more prevalent that they are in a tapestry, the more powerful or the more endearing that thing is. So the fact that he is not as prevalent in that kind of worries you a bit.
I see. So it's the other 6 than him? Is that what you're saying? Like there's 7 deadly sins.
He's the 7th one, but he seems to be not as prevalent as the others.
Interesting. I see. So the connection was between the sins, and they stated themselves. It stated there was some trickery of wrath. But
he himself might be wrath, and if we go by this tapestry, maybe he's not even the scariest dude in there. He's not the scariest being in there.
There we go. They got it.
Been down here for a few hours now. We were supposed to have cleaned the bathhouse, I guess. But have we gone through? Are we at the beginning of 7 ways?
I mean, that's we don't know, you know.
Or do we need to return to the Goblin Fell? Like, what is?
Well, we need to get out of here, and if we
Hmm.
can get out of here and maybe find our way to what we spoke about before we entered here, going to Lion's Eye, that might be a better spot than the Goblin Tavern. Especially the person, Beacon, the person who wanted that thing, that's their office. We can't go back there.
Right. All right.
We can defend the sword, but we should just not even go back there. Let's sit down, let's patch ourselves up. We could talk about what we're gonna do next, but we need to just get out of here as fast as we can, because like you just said, we were supposed to be cleaning up. Who knows what attention we have now?
Okay.
And
so
then
where
Thorka just sits back onto the wall, like over here next to Dega,
we're good.
and just
I didn't
tries to
expect
patch
them
himself
to be
up.
this fast.
The guy has been
So,
he's sort of chilling, taking a
care of
deep
it.
breather, and like take us.
But I didn't
Let's do
expect
some
them to be this
potions.
fast, which is fine.
We hope. And what is up? What is this? There was a boomerang. This is strange. Here, Zorka, do you need a potion? Would you like this?
I believe so. So I'll take a potion.
Here, you can have one of mine. Drink one as well.
All right.
Okay. Beacon has a lot. He's still sort of floating as long as he can, but he says, "I am very weary. Jabu, I thank you as well. Do you have any more like sorcerer's magics remaining?"
Are we resting or
Yeah,
are
taking a
we?
short rest.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, I don't have a lot left. All right, excellent. So Tarek, he just goes back to where he was and sits down and continues to sip the bile flask of plenty,
So,
passing it to Jabu.
so the short rest passes like normal. You're not interrupted during the short rest. If there's anything you'd like to do during that short rest, you can. It does pass through, and then let me know what you'd like to do from here.
Okay, so during that time,
dice, I get 4 back.
I'm just
We're doing the short rest now.
Yeah.
Beacon.
Yeah, I use my last hit die. I'm out with that.
Okay. Yeah, I used my 2.
I'm still banged up, so I'm gonna just drink another potion of healing.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just gonna get back my spell points.
All right.
I used my hit die and the potion that Degas gave me, and I used my Harness Divinity to regain a spell slot.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm gonna change my spell points, all 5. I'm gonna give myself back a level 1 slot and a level 2 slot spell slots. I am done.
All right. Degas still feels very exhausted. He's gonna really need a long rest in order to not feel exhausted any longer.
Yeah, he's gonna do his remaining hit die and heal up, but it's like first level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Cool. Or not so cool.
Okay, we're gonna have to get at it. We're leaving now.
Freaking my neck.
Yeah, let's.
To where do we want to go?
Well, do we have to go out the way we came to get out of here? I'm like, that's what I assume. I don't know if there's any other ways to get out of this place.
I guess we can. All right, let's head back to that doorway.
And if the fire's still there,
The fire look like you're gone. Yeah, no more fire.
okay.
Land and sort of take out like a cloak if he can, just to sort of cover up his wings, as if he can fold them. And come on down with the guy behind him.
You guys can get in front, because I know the guy's banged up.
The guy he's moving pretty slow, but not like super hindered really.
Jabu, you were reminded of the secret passage that was down.
Oh, that's right.
Did you want to go through it?
Yes, please. Hey, that lady's dead.
Was there? Did we try this door here when we first
Somebody
came in?
killed this nice lady.
She wasn't nice.
I guess so. Oh no, she tried to stab me.
Yeah,
Jumper.
we went through that. Yeah.
Oh wow, that son of a bitch.
I have to
You can't
pull
trust
that.
nobody in hell.
Jabu.
You can't
Nope.
trust nobody in hell. This is terrible.
Trust no one. You
You
can trust us.
Jabu.
All right. Well, let's keep on moving then.
All
I'm
right.
getting tired.
We go.
Did we go off the? All right, yeah.
Wait,
Remember
hold on.
the-
Jabu. We go.
That was the hallway where
door?
she tried to jump me. We have not. We remember there was the torture room.
We're gonna go right. Do we go to the left door or the right door?
What was down here?
We haven't been that way.
We came from that way.
I went that way because I got confused. That's when she tried to jump me. We haven't
Okay.
been-
That's the way we came.
No, we came from the west relative to it. Remember? Yes.
What is there like 2 doors?
There's 2 doors, one to the north and one to the south, and then there's actually a 3rd door here. There's 3 doors in total.
You guys want to try listening?
I'm gonna listen to the door right here.
And then I'll listen to the door over here.
I'll listen to the other one. Why not?
Tarek, you hear bubbling. Otherwise, Thorka and Jabu, you do not hear anything.
I don't hear a damn thing.
Neither do I.
Bubbling like water bubbling, or I don't.
Yeah, like water bubbling.
Huh. So I just walked back and I just asked them if they heard anything. And since they clearly didn't hear anything, I said I hear like a bubbling sound.
I mean, we could check it out. It could be a different way out. Take a peek. See if the door's locked.
Yeah, right? Is the door locked?
Doesn't seem to be locked.
All right, I'll open the door.
All right.
So I'll take a step in and what do I see?
You hear and smell the bubbling from what seems to be inside of this. You're not sure what's going on. You'd have to take a closer look.
All right, so I'll foolishly take a step forward.
Okay.
And kind of tippy toe peer into like see if I can see anything.
As you see it, it seems to be coagulating blood. That seems to just be. You're not sure if it's boiling or whatever's underneath it, but it seems to be just this gurgling, bubbling noise. You'd have to really take a look at it to know what it is.
All right, Ted, I'll just step up and I will take a look. The detail. What do I say?
And then I'll step into the doorway just to keep an eye on Tarek.
Suddenly, when you do that, something happens. And you're aghast when the blood tries to grab you. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me. It's like a trap. Whoa, look at that.
Hey.
Nice.
Whoa.
Tarek, you backflip, and you notice that it seems to be growing even larger.
Out, Tarek.
Oh, I'm already past you, Thorka. I passed you while you were still in that room.
Close the door.
Oh, absolutely. I shut the door.
As you shut the door, you hear the boof, 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 and it seems to be breaking the door down.
I checked this door.
All right, it is unlocked.
I will open it.
All right.
And I will just peer in.
You don't see anything special.
Nothing special in here, guys. Empty casket. Jabu, what about your door?
Okay, I open the door right now. I'm opening the door.
Tarek, you can see the blood oozing around the door frame at this point. You feel like in any moment it's going to be moving forward.
Okay, is there any way I'm gonna take like a piton and hammer it in to kind of wedge the door shut? Would I notice if that would do anything to hold it back?
Doesn't seem to be holding it back at all.
Tarek says, "It's time to go," and he kind of starts moving down. Says, "It's time to go, everybody! Time to go!" As he's kind of running down the hall.
I am following.
Where's Jabu? What's up, Jabu?
I'm gonna open up this sarcophagus.
There's a
Jabu,
big
no.
giant blob.
Jabu, come back. Come.
Jabu, the sarcophagus is already open. You notice that there's just a bunch of scattered skulls and nothing of really value in there. It just seems very dark.
Ooh, this is weird. What did you all screaming about?
Jabu, come.
Oh, what is that?
Good Lord, there's a fire! Hurry up!
I ain't got no time for this. I don't understand. I'm gonna get bronchitis. I'm gonna jump around it.
I need you to roll dexterity saving throw for me, Jabu. Oh boy.
I got bronchitis. I fell into stuff.
Jabu seems to be caught in the blood and seems to be getting sucked in.
This is a terrible thing in here.
You're going to take 3 points of acid damage as it's sucking you in. Is anybody going to help you? It seems like you have a couple moments before it...
I'm gonna try to pull myself out.
Alright, do a strength check for me.
Uh-oh.
Strength
Strength check. That is a bad thing. Negative
I'm so
1.
far ahead, I have to have the relay to even know what's happening.
I have
Yeah,
rolled
I'm by. If you guys yell for me, I'll come. But I'm right by Tarek, so.
Beacon could say it has Jabu.
So Thorka will start running back, and he's looking, and he goes to try to grab Jabu.
So Jabu, with that strength check, it's 13 points of acid damage. Thorka, you can make a strength check to grab Jabu.
Can I shoot a firebolt into this thing?
You can certainly try.
I mean-
19.
So Thorka grabs you, Jabu, and rips you from it immediately. You get to take 1 step to the left.
No, I'm picking him up and carrying him now.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
No choices. Let's go. And I have him on my shoulders like a piggyback ride, and I'm running towards where I was.
And I like to shoot it with a fire blast while I'm being dangled.
All right, it takes 14 damage. It just seems to gurgle and grow in size as you shoot it.
And then I keep carrying him just down this way.
I want a rematch. I'm going to get that thing.
It's getting really big.
Next
It's
time.
getting really
Next time.
big. Let's shut the door. We need to go.
There's a door
Oh,
here.
wait. Maybe
There's another door. Do we hear like any of the gurgling still? Does it sound like it's like
No, it sounds like it's right behind you.
Right.
Open the door.
What about the salt?
Breaks through this door.
Oh no, we got hit.
I don't think we went through that.
Let's
door
go.
yet.
Release me. I want to run from my
A wave of
stock.
blood. There's a wave of blood.
Let go of me.
All right, and I'm running down the hall because I remember we didn't go that way. We didn't do any of those doors. We came somewhere.
We checked one, and it was like caved in, and it was still another. There was another sarcophagus. This is why we don't touch sarcophagi.
I'm no longer carrying him.
Jabu,
And
no, Jabu.
This is where the gas exploded and parts of the room collapsed.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot that thing with a icy frost ice ray.
Okay.
Yeah, keep shooting.
That's a hit.
Eric's kind of running and waiting and looking to see like where's everybody. It's like
when you hit it, it grows even bigger.
Well, it loses 10 speed. Well, it loses 10 speed. Take that.
It is a little slower, but it seems to be collapsing in and of itself.
Oh no.
It seems to be rushing very fast.
I shoot it.
Oh, I'm stuck. I gotta go. Oh.
Never mind. Don't shoot a damn thing.
Does this room smell?
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for everyone to pass, and then I'll keep going. Come on, everyone, follow Tarek. Let's go.
Through and flies around you. Or
Take
he's
off,
running
Deacon,
through. He's
let's
done here
go.
or there. Yeah, I'm in. Are we
I'll
gonna
take
just?
the rear.
Is it?
Go.
oh, he just flew
Keep
by
going.
me going 100 miles an hour.
Goblin Zoo.
I got this thing. I don't want to get stuck again.
I think over here is the secret door, right?
It is, yep. You want to go through it, right?
Okay. Yeah,
Keep going,
well, I
everyone.
mean, I'm all right. I was gonna look to make sure everybody was still behind us.
This was that other tapestry.
I'm taking aim and going to shoot the first thing that comes around that corner.
It's been a lot
I'm
of
running
those.
the fuck out of here. I don't know what you
Okay.
guys are doing.
It's in the door room.
I'm just like, where is everybody?
What's her?
I see Jabu.
I'm patiently waiting,
There you go. Now go.
tapping my foot, looking at my wrist.
Shoot it with firebolt.
Where'd he go? Where'd Tarek go?
Go straight up.
All right,
It's
straight up.
Like those, yeah. Turtle
More
squeeze.
fire damage, damn it.
It gets even larger.
I like the special place, please.
He's coming up. Everyone, run.
Yeah, where you guys at? You know.
Are we about to ruin this?
All right,
This
I've run up the
bathhouse?
stairs at this point. If the stairs end into a dead end, then we're all
I
dead.
shoot it again.
This guy's about to get a really weird
Shoot it for another 6 damage fire.
massage.
It's about to get squishy.
What?
How
Okay.
come I? Oh shit!
Hey,
This
We're
way,
back,
this
guys.
way. If that goblin is still there, we just rush by. Sorry. Yeah, you probably should leave now. Bathhouse closed. And I
Excuse
just
me.
run through.
You
I
owe me
run out.
a massage, sir.
There's a special massage coming right now. It's a Kasuso massage.
Wait, how do we get out of here?
Deacon's going to put like his hood
Uh,
up to try to like disguise.
Once you're near the
himself.
door here, it's considered leaving.
Oh, I'm already gone.
all right.
All right.
Yeah, I follow Tarek.
All right. I would like a massage, sir.
Okay. Go under the water. I'll be right there.
I would like to breathe while I get my massage, sir.
Fuck. All right. I'll make it quick.
All
Hmm.
right,
I'm gonna
thank you.
roll my sleeve up, and I'm gonna stick my hand in the water and jerk him off real quick.
As you do that, you start hearing the bubbling again.
Did you fart?
What is that? What is that noise?
I don't know, but make sure you rate me. I did a good job. Bye.
I'm
Wait.
so glad I have no idea that even happened.
You should come along with me. You're gonna come with.
The guy's
I got
like
another
staring
45
at
minutes in this
horror.
pool.
No, you should come with me now. Man, there's a thing coming.
What do you mean a thing?
You get out of that water. It's all frothy.
You've been in here for like over a couple hours.
Oh, the massage is better outside. Come on.
You're weird.
You weren't saying that 5 minutes ago. Come over here.
What's that?
No, don't come. I'm
It
gonna
looks
shoot.
kind of weird.
Shoot a fire.
All right.
13 fire damage.
As you hit it, it expands.
I loved him. The good news is that guy is dead. The bad news is he's still chasing us. Where it
Whoa!
goes?
I'm already
another
at
boy.
the door. I'm so far out the door.
I've been running with
Yeah.
Terry. We're gone.
You have no
Oh,
idea
sorry.
what shenanigans were happening inside the band.
The
Not at
bathhouse
all.
just became a bubble of blood.
I have no idea that you just jacked off another goblin. I had no idea about that.
We get a good rating. It didn't work.
God knows. I will not say a word.
So from there, you are back at the tavern.
There. He could go to stay outside for a moment. What you
So
guys-
I am actually outside as well, and I want to say I asked Beacon, what happened when you picked up that sword? Because there was definitely something going on, clearly.
Right. Let me. I still have to learn about this change fully myself. But the sword allowed me to attune to it. It has. I think it has emotions that I could sense. And I've been changed. Now you can, I guess, descriptively, you're transformed into a heavenly, idealized version of yourself, blessed with otherworldly beauty and a touch of heaven in your heart. So, like, my horns are smoother, I guess, and I have a different, and my eyes are glowing now. I guess, and I have wings. So this was a holy artifact.
It was kind of the wings, like at one point were kind of the telltale sign that something happened. Now,
Right.
my question is this: clearly, that the female demon wanted that sword, but if it is a essentially a good sword, why would she want it? So I'm just questioning some of the
Maybe to corrupt it. We don't
Hmm.
know, but I do know he walks in there.
I am
He's
a.
still there. We
That's to
can't
do
hide
with
that.
who's-
Oh no,
who
that's
you
why
tell.
I didn't walk in, because clearly, like, she wanted the sword. So, and I don't want to have a whole thing outside, you know, the
I
kind
would.
of
I would.
this dump that we're staying at, you know, not for much longer. But still, I don't want to have a whole thing,
Well,
you know, go down inside.
there is a thing in it so much as that she bears the fate of my soul on her neck.
Well, yeah, there's that. But, you know, notwithstanding, I think we should maybe try and figure another way
Mad Pecs.
to finagle yourself out of her
And
contracts
even if,
that you've done, essentially.
and I'm not saying I'm not willing to fight. I am definitely willing to fight with you, for you, Beacon. But I think now we need a breather. We just, you know, we went through a lot right now. We can
hide
track
myself.
her down.
We can go in and if.
Well, no, we could put the sword like you know, secure the sword in a bag of holding or something.
True. Yes.
I mean, I don't know if that will stop, you know, it being sensed. If it's as powerful as, you know, you're saying it is.
Well, I mean, but what he looks like now.
I mean, shit, we're right outside the door. She may sense it right now as we're talking.
It's true. Well,
no, I don't know.
I think the point being is this sword is allowed me to resume to it. We are not contractually obligated, barring anyone's life, to give this to her, and we are aware of her interest.
Not at all. Like, I mean, we can go in there and just not even care, and just with a big flex, and just, you know, with you know, just do we want to even go in there? What I'm saying is, or do we want to, at this point, not even go in and try to find this other place?
Do it.
Tarek wants to look around just to make sure that there's, like, you know, kind of nobody within earshot, and you know, and he leans to the both of them and he says, you know, look, you know, this sword was being held by an evil, you know, creature, entity, demon, whatever you want. And it was clearly using its power in that fight we had. So my thing is just, you took the sword so willingly, and while it may have positive, you know, abilities, just like Thorka here has, you know, positive abilities, but also is cursed. I mean, I just have some concerns the source of the power of the sword. You know, it's you know, it existing, if it is solely you know, made for, you know, good intentions. I would think to be contained, I don't know, maybe by that demon, maybe he would have to been more powerful, because we did end up defeating him, even though he was feeding off his power.
Could I try an insight onto why, maybe like with the sentience of the sword, like why it was with this wrath? Does that make sense?
What would you like to do?
Insight of this sword has a sentience and a way of communicating, and I want to see if I could sense why was this thing, because the question's like, this thing was held by evil wrath, why does she want it? And I want to try insight.
I mean, the thing is, Tarek is he's just concerned about the source of the power, because he sees the deal that Thorka made with Bizant. And while he does get some abilities, there is the whole reason why we're here is because there's the negative side effects of that. So, you know, and me being a non-believer, basically just questions where the source of the power is coming from, whether it's for good or evil.
That's an interesting question.
And underneath, he's clearly just thinking of his own self-being. I mean, that is always the underlying motive.
So I can tell you what I believe, and we can maybe try something with Thorka's sword, which is a different sort of pact than Basant. Which, right? I think this might be more akin to.
Well, I mean, to me, it sounds like it's in the. It might be in relative terms, it could be, but it may be an artifact that is even more powerful than what Thor has blessed me. Those kind of things, we got to figure out where we want to do them. I don't think we should do them here. So that's why I'm like, do we just go in and see what happens, or do we go and try to find the lion's eye, like you were talking about? Also, we found some extra coins down there, so we might be able to find someone that will lead us there.
Probably.
But I don't. I mean, we could just walk in and just take a long rest. But I have just some concerns about her finding the weapon, and then once we go into our rooms isolated and alone, who knows what can happen after.
Do you want to try to deceive her, or I think if there's a sensing to be made, I don't know how much.
You're the one who has the sword. I don't have a sword. I can walk in right now and I wouldn't have to worry about her at all. I mean, honestly, I'm not the one who gave away.
Let's try that.
Jabu.
If you want to.
Jabu, you can make an insight check for me.
Alright.
Well, let's go with, you're starting to hear some gibberish to the north. You know that seems like that demon that you recognize seems to be talking to someone who's fairly new, but you really can't make out what they're saying. They seem to be exchanging goods with one another.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Speaking could say, do you want to meet? We want to keep the goods outside, and you can try. Do we want to stay here a night? Find a way to find the lion's eye.
Jabu is just, to be honest, Jabu is tired. Is there a way I can just go to sleep?
Yeah, you can go upstairs, and then you wind up going to sleep up there.
Yeah, my body is so thrashed that you just want to do that.
You hear her say, "That's a deal. Have fun." And then you see her kind of walking down.
Hello, what you doing? Huh? How you doing, Chef?
That goblin again. I do have a contract still available, just in case you do want to sign one. But otherwise, I've done everything that I need to do.
Listen, Chef, I'm just gonna be honest here with you, okay? I'm about ready to go to the bedroom and get some sleep. Let's stop fucking around and just go on upstairs. I'll even give you a soul coin.
Well,
What's the worst?
I tell you what. If you give me a soul coin, I'll leave to change, and then I'll come back in a few minutes. What do you think about that?
Well, here's the funny thing. I don't need you to change. I just need you to take all the clothes off.
Well, I feel gross. I mean, I want to make sure that I change to something more formal, if you know what I mean.
Lady, I'm a goblin. I just jerked off another goblin in a goddamn fucking jacuzzi so I can get a good rating. And I didn't get no rating because he died.
She
Now, damn it.
She looks at you and goes, oh, you're a silly one. I'm getting the hell out of here. And then she starts to leave. As she leaves, she looks towards you, Beacon and Tarek and Thorka, and laughs again. And then leaves.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna beat her ass, I guarantee.
I guess that's sort of answers your question.
Fine. I don't care anymore. I'm going to bed. Tired.
So I guess when we see her walk out, and I look at them two, and I say, "Well, there you go. Probably problem solved." And I just walk in, and I go up to my room.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yep.
It's only fine.
Then I just follow suit then.
As you start to walk, you hear the gentleman right here yell out to you, Beacon. Hey, why don't you come over here? Let me see you a little bit.
I'm going to say hello.
I'm like Beacon. Let's go. Let's see what he wants. Come on.
All right, I guess I'll take it. That seems fine. I'll
go with you.
Sir,
I stop in the corner by the foot of the stairs, and I'm just watching everybody.
Cool.
Why don't you sit down and have yourself a drink?
What are you drinking here?
I'm drinking some fine wine.
Maybe. I'm new here, and I have yet to encounter fine wine in Damnation.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have you know I have the best wine in Damnation. Here, why don't you try some? And he pours you a nice tall glass of fine wine.
So what is this guy? Let me try to zoom in on this picture. God, looks like human. And it's like, my name, is Beacon. What is your name, sir?
Ah, Beacon. My name is Mahadi.
Mahadi. Well, I guess I would host to you, sir. This is. I give it a small sip and like taste the wine to see how it. Kind of expecting some sort of bile.
As you taste the wine, it tastes delicious. It's the best wine that you've ever tasted.
And I'll just be openly surprised. Like, wow. Like, this is amazing. Can I share with my friend Thorka here? And I offer a glass of wine to Thorka.
Sure, why not?
And I accept that offer.
Like, Thorka, this wine tastes actually amazing.
I go and try it.
So as you try it, it's the same thing. It just tastes fantastic. He seems to also have some cookies on a plate in front of him as well.
This is quite generous, Sir Mahadi. Do you... Like I said, I'm new here to Damnation, and we're just coming back from some hard work in there's some goings on currently in the plumbing of the bathhouse, actually.
Well, news comes to me very quickly. I don't know if you know that or not. You see, I have something of yours, and now you have something of mine. And I wish to do as they do up in the Inverness and trade. I would love to trade with you.
Are you speaking to me something of mine?
and then he puts out his hand, and you can see the jar that has your soul inside of it.
Okay. I want to give this guy an insight to see if I can figure out about this guy.
Sure.
Okay. 19.
With a 19, you notice that he does seem kind of a little shady. Obviously, he's buttering you up for something, but but overall, I mean, that does definitely seem to be your soul. You feel a strong attunement to it when it comes out.
All right, sir.
Can I see all this happening from where I'm at?
If you're standing there, yeah, I mean, you can see everything happening. They're drinking wine together with him. He's got cookies on a plate on the table.
I just sort of like push a bit of the chair back from the table and be like, and I just have, just staring in contemplation at at this man.
He moves his hand again, and your soul vanishes to someplace else. It is up to you, Beacon. I do appreciate you getting something that I need, but, it is worked out for me as a better deal to get you something that you need. So, it is up to you in the end of the day, in that sense of the word.
Maybe.
Sir, what do you need, sir? And he talks to you, Tarek.
I just walk up and I just say, well, I just see you talking to my friends here. Getting awfully chummy.
We're all enjoying some fine wine. Would you like some?
And I kind of just put my hand up and I say, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I said, I'm fine with what I have. No offense.
Well, I feel you would be pleasantly surprised at your taste buds' response, but it is up to you. You can change your mind at any time.
Surprised or not, you're here dangling, what I assume is my friend Beacon's soul or something. So, I'm just kind of curious. That would raise my curiosity is all.
Well, all I wish to be is a gracious host, and if you wish to come to the Emporium, and I can show you some even nicer things, and give you a nice dinner, and you can come to the spa in the Emporium, and you can enjoy yourself there instead of this grimy, goblin-filled tavern. But it is up to you, and I do not wish to push you to do that. It is, at the end of the day, your call.
Mahadi, if I could just have you state some things plainly and straight. It seems you have come into acquisition of the fate of my soul's afterlife from Yuao, correct?
Aye, yes.
Alright, and you have given me that information freely, along with this sip of wine. And you are offering to host us at your lodgings because you are interested in negotiation.
Well, let me be nice to you and have you understand your goals. So, the rumor that I have from Inverness, because my tentacles reach out kind of far, is that Thorka's looking for something. And I speak to the guild masters freely, whenever I need to. As a matter of fact, I can bring you back to Inverness if you need to. But in the meantime, you have something that I want, and I have something that you want. And, you know, I'm certainly willing to help you if you need help in that sense to get to where you need to be. Thorka, you look like you've almost already overstayed your welcome here in Damnation, and it is a place where it chews on you and spits you out. So it is up to you. I am here to help you.
But you're only here to help us if Beacon were to trade with you. Like, there's no help unless... If he were to not trade with you...
Well, if he decided not to trade with me, then that would be a problem. Because then you don't really have anything that I want. Except for coins, obviously.
You have some coin. Is that an alternative currency for lodging at the Lions Eye?
Aye, absolutely. And your soul. Anyone who has a soul, I can always use that. We can pull out a contract and go through that. There's no problem with that at all. We can go through that process, and I'll even let you have your soul until much later in life. You won't be indentured to me until you are much later in your lifetime.
You already have my soul. What?
Well, obviously you would be an exception to that rule. Unfortunately, you don't have anything to trade other than what you have now.
This is true.
He's telling the truth, Beacon.
In what way?
I mean, I clearly believe everything he's saying.
I do as well.
And as I'm saying this, I kind of stroke my chin and I kind of flash the guild signet ring, kind of nonchalantly.
When you do that, Mahadi takes his cloak and pulls it up a bit, and you see there's all 5 signet rings underneath his cloak. He says, "You always have to remember that sometimes I have to don one in case of an emergency." And he smiles and puts his cloak back.
Yeah, and I say I see that, and I say a man in your position would be smart to do that. So bravo.
And with that, a man in your position usually has things that have to be done. And I understand the currency here is either the soul coins or souls themselves. And that's understandable. Above, where we come from, gold talks. But there's always some other way, some other tasks that maybe you don't necessarily want to do. That you're, come on. If you know who you're talking to, you know that that's where we make our name. We get jobs done. So maybe there could be a trade for work, for help and information. I can't speak on your deal with Beacon is with Beacon, but we do need help. But there's got to be something you could use help with.
Beacon, you don't see anything that would worry you. You do see, however, that Mahadi has a significantly the strongest aura you have ever seen in your life. And when you look at Mahadi, he looks the same with that on or not, which really worries you. That's actually telling to you that maybe he's immune to certain spells.
Wow. Okay.
Excuse me.
Let me. Well, how do you? Here, I think, if I understand, like, I gave my soul. No, I used my soul in that way to nullify another contract that balanced against my friend Jabu's life. He's probably going to sleep somewhere above us. And that was for the purpose of us being able to obtain ownership of this. And therefore I do not owe it to you, and you have interest in it. And if you own the end deficit of the outcome of my soul, you still have interest in it sooner than my demise. Is this correct?
Well, you see, I know what's happened. What happened is that your little goblin friend was tricked. I mean, she told me everything. It wasn't difficult for her to trick him. And then you gave yourself up to save him, and that made sense. But she tricked you too. So you're in a barrel of tricks. I'm not made of tricks. I'm made of just deals. I only cared about deals, and I only cared about that weapon you have in your hand. And if you want to go ahead and trade it, then I'd be more than happy to take it off of your hands, and we can write out a deal. You can read it fully. I will be very transparent with you, because I know that you can see as well as you can, as well as I can, with that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look at the contract and see that I will not be flubbing anything. I can help you as much as I can. And we can get Thorka finished lickety-split. And you can all get the hell out of here. No pun intended.
Could you repeat your interest in Thor? You've heard twice now you've mentioned Thorka's quest.
You noticed that. You're a very bright one, Beacon.
So you have more than just one interest.
Well, I don't particularly like Bison. He's a piece of trash amongst the people down here. And if I'm able to slight him, oh, I love slighting people.
So why not help us slight him? Because wouldn't that help you?
Because I still need a deal to be made. That's how I work.
Do you know the elf? What was it, Marcus?
No, I don't know Marcus.
It was someone that had an interest in the Emporium that we had given bars of infernal iron to.
It is very likely that Marcus may have came down to sell that at the Emporium. You have to understand that we're always moving. So he probably found us, sold his wares, and left.
And
So there's no other work that we can do for you to gain. I'm not talking about what deal you're trying to make with Beacon, but just to gain some help from you. There's nothing that we can do for you, especially hearing that you don't like Bison. I certainly hate him, and if other people hate him, there's got to be some benefit to dealing with that to you.
Well, what I can do, like I explained before, but I will be very, very helpful with the specifics, is that I can come up with a deal, and we can figure out the deal with you. It can be something easy, like your soul, and then eventually, when you are to a point of your being where maybe you're older, you're stronger, you will come to me, and then you will be a pit fiend for me, and in my service for eternity. Now, that being said, I could also give you maybe a magic item to sweeten the deal by doing that. And it will make your life much easier. Can I give you what you need, Thorka? No. I can get you closer, and I can definitely bring you to where you are closer to your goal, especially being equipped. Your party can be more ready for that. But can I get you exactly what you need out of a snap of a hat? No, it's definitely guarded well. It is not going to be a fun experience, Stalker, but that being said, I help you, you help me. I mean, it's a very easy and simple thing,
Mahadi, I think my proposal would be that I do, if you are honest about a negotiation of this deal, that it would need to take time. And we are all quite weary at this point. It would be generous of you to host us at your location as the interested party.
Are you sure that you don't want to make a deal now? And he snaps his fingers, and immediately on the table is laid out a contract that's blank, and he has what seems to be a quill there. Why don't you sit with me for a while and talk to me a bit more? Why don't we have some food? Relax. I'm sure you have eaten some terrible tasting food. I can get you whatever you need. I have a few people in here that will do that. Tarek, you can join us as well.
I kind of put my hand on his shoulder and I say, I just have a question or two or three. We'll kind of see where this goes. But you have Beacon Soul. Now, the last I remember it, the contract was to someone else. So I'm just curious how you got his soul, as you have it now.
Well, being as how we're all telling the truth here, I'll tell you. It was fairly simple. I gave her something that she wanted, and she gave me something that I wanted. I swear on the book of whatever you believe in that this was just a mere coincidence.
Well, what did you give her? I'm just going to be blunt and just ask him. I mean, since we're being open and upfront.
Yeah, I gave her 6 months to stay with us in the Wandering Emporium. The amount of souls the amount of coins that this soul possesses is enough for her to spend a long while eating and drinking and being happy and free. You have to imagine you live down here long enough how debilitatingly awful it is to go ahead and eat food that tastes like garbage. And yet, here we are, and she is willing to give a soul to me in order not to have to do that for 6 months. This place really changes people, Tara.
I'm sure it does. So this is just over a soul? One soul?
Well, I certainly have a soul that is valuable, and it is worth more than just one coin. And Beacon here has something that I want, and it's very simple that I'm very willing to sweeten the deal, and not just give you that soul, obviously help you further down the line. It just works out for me that Thorka is in the wrong spot at the wrong time as well, so it works out for me both ways.
I think the answer to your previous question is no, I am not willing to sign anything right now. If that is agreeable to you. I just met you. Now you are not, again, the arbiter of the fate of my soul. So.
Well, keep in mind that even down here there are laws, and I do obey the laws that are in Inverness and are down here. Obviously, they're a bit different.
How long are you
Right, but
gonna be here?
you
How long will I be here with my caravan? Well, I mean, I'll be here for a while. I mean, I really don't want to be here for too long. That's being said.
But that would then allow us to, for our party, to speak on your offer then.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I definitely give that to you. That makes a lot of sense, and I am sorry that you feel, and I would feel the same way. I think it's fair to feel that maybe I'm pressuring you a little bit. You know, I don't want you to feel that I'm pressuring you as much as I'm just very anxious. I would love to add that to my collection of artifacts and other things. I can imagine 6 or 7 buyers for that blade. So I do know that I do have a buyer automatically once it is mine, or if it is mine. You know, I don't want to criticize you. Hey, why don't you have a cookie from the table?
Oh, what a strange.
I ask Mahadri, I say to him, you know, you have a certain monetary scale with souls. So, well, let me put it to you this way. How many souls would it take to just bypass the deal and just, you know, have Beacon get his soul back?
That's a good one. It would take you 100.
100? His soul is that valuable? Or is this just some inflated strong arm?
That was stated before, but wow.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to tell you.
I mean, because
the
way it looks to me down here is that, you know, souls definitely have value down here, and it always seems like a lot of people are always looking for souls and the soul coins and all of that, you know. So, you know, I look at it as, you know, more than one is beneficial to you. I mean, but there's also ridiculousness and, you know, a realistic price.
Do you know how difficult it is to go ahead and have the soul of someone who's lawful and true to their word, good upon anything, does anything that they can to be lawful and grateful to themselves? Down here, it's impossible. I answered it for you. It's impossible to find someone who is like that. Look at all the goblins around you. They're just garbage. The tieflings that are over there, they're always laughing amongst themselves and pointing others out. The demon that just left, she only thinks for herself. I'm the only person here who has greeted you and given you kindness and warmth, if anything. And I'll be truthful to you. Yes.
This is enough with the insults. Those tieflings are fine. Our hosts took us in where you haven't yet to enable us to come into your host. You offer cookies when you want something of mine. And if you want an answer now, the answer is no, if that's how you want the stance to begin.
Well, then name your price, Beacon.
I'm proposing that unlike you, Val, I may have some things to consider regarding you, Mahadi. And I think you can understand that I and we require some time and counsel to think on that which is important to us. if you want to try to negotiate on that front. You acknowledge I own this. You cannot just take it from me. It is a coincidence that my afterlife is owed to you.
Beacon, the law is the law, and I will not steal anything from you. Your soul was not stolen. You gave it up willingly, and then I traded it for it. I traded for it. So, realistically speaking, it is just a coincidence that I now have your end of your life. But that being said, sure, go upstairs, relax. I'm going to work on something, and maybe it will be a sign of good faith. And hopefully that will be helpful to you.
I guess that's fine. We can stay here for the night. What do you... I guess I turned to look at... The guy's kind of just been close to Beacon the whole time, but I turned to Dorka and Derek and found over you. Anything more to say?
I think now it just would be us discussing things with our party.
Mm-hmm. I'll stand and I will offer my hand in like a gesture of like, we'll speak again, Mahadi.
Mahadi puts his hand out and shakes yours. Yes, we will speak again. I'll be here when you wake up. I'm just going to eat some cookies and take some time. Time has no real meaningful resource here. Just long, strenuous, and annoying. It's time.
Well,
I just look at him and I just give him a smile and I just kind of, like whatever, and just kind of walk away. I don't even shake hands with him because I'm not shaking hands with anybody.
All right. And then he, as you walk away, he picks up one of the cookies and starts to eat it.
You're cutting out.
Oh, I'm cutting out?
I was hearing stuff.
No, Tarek was. Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
I am?
I heard that. Sounds good to me.
Yes, no?
No, you sound good to me.
It might be on my end then.
No sweat. But as you guys walk away, you see Mahadi take one of the cookies and starts to eat it and just kind of smiles to himself, relaxing.
Right. I'm gonna nod and go up to bed.
I kind of give him the finger as I walk up the steps to the room.
Alrighty. We did.
Thorka, did you want to talk to him, or did you want to...
Sorry, guys. I had to, reload this. It wasn't working. No, I have nothing else to... As of right now, I have nothing else to talk about. Maybe later.
Alright, so I'll move you upstairs as well.
The goblin buddy up here.
I was going to say, in the room I was staying in, there's a little separate side room. If you wanted to talk.
Yeah, we can use that side room.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Is Jabu around? Where's Jabu?
I don't
Well, he
know
did
if
go to
he's
sleep.
sleeping.
I think he's. Let's do just like
The little guy used up so much power.
we'll do a little bit.
let him
We'll do a little
rest.
chat about Mahadi. That is an interesting person. Which one was yours? This down one?
Yeah, down here. Yeah, I was saying down here. But there's a side room here that has like a table and
okay.
4 chairs.
No.
Let me go over here.
Okay, you want? So this, we can look at this sword. This sword's pretty crazy. It's not crazy. Is not the right word for it. This is a relic is a good word.
I think we lost Thorka in roll 20.
Maybe.
No, I'm here. I
Oh.
just had to restart everything. Everything died on me. I'm coming back.
Yes, like Maybe I could do.
So, okay, the sword. Obviously, ancient relic. You even said it's sentient. That's a whole other level of thing.
Mm-hmm. It's. I'm different now. Well, I guess it changes my outlook on life of things. I have to process a lot right now. But then,
I mean, are you still you, or are you like kind of losing yourself, or what's the deal? Like I said, I just question the source of.
I would not. I think the idea is that if I wasn't me, I wouldn't have been able. If I wasn't good enough, like Mahadi stated. This is Celestial.
Yeah, but you shouldn't trust him whatsoever. I wouldn't believe anything that he says.
I do trust this. This would not have let me if it was.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to convey that with every positive thing, there is always a price to pay for power.
That is.
And me just seeing this sword down in there and people wanting it obviously is highly desirable and powerful for some reasons. And I don't know if this is the true reason and the true sword here. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, do you?
You spoke a word, and I will say these words again in Celestial. And I will.
I don't know what that.
Power does not reflect in what I will give back to you. You spoke of power, and that is in the moment when I rose the sword, the angels spoke back to me. And so I have yet a redemption to come. And this thing has many interested parties, already one of vast power.
Well, I mean, Beacon, this right here, this sword, and then you finding it could be a test. Now, what that test could be...
Of course it is.
Yes, but let me just finish. That test could be, one, to protect it from all these others that need it. But tests can also move a different way. Your soul is being held now by other people. You're not whole. You're something else now, but you're not whole. The test also could be, can you give something like this up to become whole again?
My damnation is already a path of worthiness.
You hear stomping of steps, and you're not really sure what the steps are, but you hear the stomping of some steps that are coming up the steps themselves.
I go look outside. Come out the room.
I can pop his head up.
Mahadi says to you, "Hello. I am finally finished with my good gesture of goodwill, and I wanted to show you what my good gesture was." And he claps his hands.
It's Tignum!
What?
Any of y'all know this guy Macchiato?
What over here? Whoa.
What? Get out of here. I'm like, Tarek is he's just totally confused. He doesn't know what's going on.
Thorka goes up and he starts poking Tarek to make sure he's real.
Tignum. Yeah. Wow.
Are you real, Tignum? As he's poking.
Last time I checked, I was. Damn, ow, my ribs.
And then Thorka picks him up in a big hug.
Oh, hi there. Haven't seen you in a while.
And then he sets him down. Yeah, you haven't seen us for a while. And, we're in a whole other place. Oh, and that's...
Yeah, where in the hell am I?
Damnation.
What are you doing down here?
Well,
I have no idea. This guy in his big baggy sweatpants showed up in my workshop, clapped his hands, and I was bamboozled into some kind of smoke cloud. And I don't know. I stopped coughing, and here I was.
So we're in hell.
Holy shit.
No, there's no holy shit here. It's all hell.
Unholy shit.
Well, that don't seem right. I've been good. Flip, what did you do?
I think Flip has been a good boy, so let's not gang up on Flip. Hi, Mr. Flip.
Flip zooms around and waves.
Wow.
So
I remember him.
Lots has happened. This is Beacon, and this is Dega.
Digga. Yes, hello. We met that one time with the Lich.
I feel like one of those names sounds familiar, though I don't know which one.
Hmm.
And we have another one around here somewhere. Jabu. He's been adventuring with us. He's a little goblin.
That's true.
Oh,
I
nice little
said,
fella.
yeah, he stays. This one stayed alive more, a little bit longer than the last one.
Oh, by like probably 500 times longer than the last one.
Yeah. That
Well,
one's
the
a
bar
horn
wasn't
dog.
set real high.
Oh,
I-
Now,
at least
y'all
we're-
have to pardon me here, but are we all planning on staying here?
it's kind of, I guess, but there's a lot to explain.
Yeah, I think we have a long night of catching you up to speed, and you're going to be really disappointed when you find out that we can't leave yet. We can't go home yet.
Oh,
We,
dang
we
it.
could. I have an amulet, but we're here for a reason.
And what's that reason?
People
Well-
have impulse control.
That too.
Spies
Well,
and plays it. It's spies
I'm
and.
here. So there was a dragon that I'm pretty sure is a Dracolich. Name is Byzant, and we got tricked into going to him. And I thought I was sacrificing myself for the rest of them to get out of that mess, because there was no way to get out of that mess. And instead of eating me like I thought he was going to do, he decided to throw a curse on me where if I die, he gets my soul. So we came all the way down here to try to get to a place called Pandemonium to get a thing that could fix me. Beacon over here.
And the fantasy is elixir. Is what
Yeah.
the priest of Thor
Beacon
told
over here lost his soul too through also noble reasons. And now has found a very precious artifact that seems to be in very much demand for his soul from the baggy pants man that brought you here.
Macchiato.
Yeah,
Mahadi.
and
What's
there's
his name? I thought it was Mahadri.
It's Mahadi.
Mahadi? Yeah. Hey,
Mahadi. Mahadi.
so
Mahani.
I feel bad
And-
for brutalizing it.
so back home, Tignum. I don't know if you noticed or heard anything through the guild. That there's a
Mahdi.
whole other lich that's collecting souls, and he seems to be, if you can even call it a newer lich, as Thorka uses like hand quotations on like, new lich, but he's getting souls through the guilds and games,
This
and
lich
that's
is
another thing
actively
that
powering up with soul powers.
So-
got it.
coming
That
down
don't
here.
sound right.
No, not right at all. So coming down here, we have a lot of puzzles to solve, and now we have our best puzzle solver back.
Yeah, there's definitely tie-ins back to the other guilds with souls and artifacts. So I'm thinking that it's going to be very advantageous for us to go to the Exploratorem. I don't really like dealing with this Mahadi.
Wait, hold on.
Individual.
Are you saying that the guilds have representation down here?
Yes.
Oh.
We have
I
a
wasn't
couple
expecting
different
that.
trails. Why? Like where? Like.
Well,
Yeah.
definitely the Negotium does, and definitely the Terra Guild does. I can't say for any other guilds.
Yeah, I can't
To
say
the
for
best
every
of my
guild, but
knowledge,
there's
but I would say, based on experience with, especially with Mahadi, who basically flashed me all the guild signets, and he's just covering himself. He's playing every side everywhere for his own benefit.
I got
But
one
I think we have to
question.
deal with him. I think we have to deal with him, unfortunately.
Don't we have one? Just the one?
Well, no, I'm sure there are many follow-up questions, but most eminently, where in the world are we staying down here?
Oh, I have a map. What are you gonna look at this?
Well, we were staying in this freaking goblin shithole. I mean, the rooms aren't so bad, but you know, the price to pay to stay here is, it's a shithole. So, but the Exploratorem, or what is it called? The
wandering
Emporium. That's it. May have some better places for us to stay. And some sense of normalcy. I know that from just my guild master. He told me there the food will taste better, and the drinks will taste better, etc. and so forth. But everything comes with a cost, as we're already seeing.
So from there, we are going to end the session. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I want to thank Tignum for the surprise visit. We kind of planned it out. Everyone is now level 6. So Tignum and everyone else, you can level up to 6. And then Tignum will be here next week, all steam ahead.
Awesome.
Nice.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, man. Welcome back.
And we'll be at 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, hold on. I didn't mean that was confusing. I didn't mean the level. I meant the time.
Oh, 6:30.
Yeah, we
6:30.
said,
Okay.
Yep, 6:30. So other than that, I'm going to thank the audience for watching on stream. We're going to cut the stream now, and then these guys are going to talk at a game. Thank you very much for hanging out. Check the replay on YouTube, which will be uploaded tomorrow, and then my play-by-play will be uploaded the next day. Thank you very much. Have fun.